Welcome back, angels! I have pink hair for once, these pink little bow wings, and also a dress from Selkie. These are the swan ballet and the little angel hand mirrors. They come in a bunch of colors. The pattern is so dimensional here. These are really useful for makeup. Really pretty little angel lipstick. Even the top of it has so much engraving and detail. Like every little bit of the lippy has so much detail to it, and this is the color. And this lip gloss is really one of my favorites. It's got a lot of really obvious little sparkly flats in it. This one is a really pretty highlighter. This is what the inside looks like, and you can see here is the section that I use. I just use my finger for highlighter. And then next up is this super gorgeous packaging highlighter as well. Side is a more like champagne-y, like a little bit darker color. Works really well as an eyeshadow. This is kind of the difference. Next up are these two blushes. Even the packaging is slightly different always. It looks like this, and it's like a really pretty kind of muted bricky sort of red that's not too warm, sort of cherry-ish color that I really love. Really like a spring summer sort of vibrant and cheerful color. You can see that they are just very different vibes and tones. And then next up is this Swan Ballet blush. It's like that really cool toned kind of vibrant pink, and putting it on the under eyes or along the cheeks is so pretty. This is from the Mermaid collection. It's like a mermaid goddess embossing on the blush. Really pretty kind of muted, cool, wintry tones. We're on to the different eyeshadow palettes, which is one of my favorite things ever. So this one is the Little Mermaid. You can see the 3D embossing has the little strings that are hanging up. There's embossment everywhere, and the eyeshadows themselves are super gorgeous. The next eyeshadow palette I have from Flower Nose is of course the Swan Ballet. Gorgeous outside packaging. It just makes me so happy to look at. The 4 shades are all matte, and then the 2 sides have shades that are really gorgeous, like kind of duochrome. And then last but not least from Flower Nose is this really gorgeous kind of second re-edition color of the Strawberry Rococo collection. Like this one really gives me kind of Japanese vintage fashion magazine vibes. It's all these different pinks and purples and blues. I'm dying, they're so pretty. Here are some of my various jewelry, necklaces. This is a primer. It's really good. And here are just various like hair accessories. This is the little daisy jelly pot, and I love that it comes with its own little lip brush. It gets used up pretty fast. Another one of my jewelry. Then I have even more different earrings. There's different other Japanese little style earrings. This one is so pretty. And this butterfly earring. These are all different like hair accessory items. Is a bunch of my other jewelry from this brand called Meide by an influencer who's a YouTuber as well. This is a Japanese curling thing, but they use heat and electricity to do it. This is a makeup spatula, which I really love using. e.l.f. lip oil, guerlain lippy that went viral. It's super freaking heavy. Double mirror. My mom chose the lipstick color. We bought this way before it went viral. This is from Several Fridays. Here is a Dior lip oil, which I'm halfway done with. You can see I used like 2/3 of it already, and I really love it. Burts Bees tinted lip balm that I absolutely adore. It's the Romance Lasting Melting Balm. Opening my drawer. This is the lilybyred, bright but also cool tone strawberry color. And here I keep a lot of my different hair products. You can pick up whatever 4 colors you want. The special thing about Japanese makeup is it is so tiny. Here, for example, you can just see just comparing them in terms of size, and it comes with a brush too. This is a eye makeup Aegyosol, the YSL Ombre limited edition palette. Really big mirror, and the eyeshadows are really like, I would say kind of muted Moonlight Lavender palette from Peripera. and they call soft winter or soft summer color palettes. This one by Too Faced, and it's just a lot of very springy, pretty colors. This is their really famous glitter palette. It's pretty much entirely glitters in here. And if you see, there's different glitter particle sizes. And then next up is this one from a Chinese brand. The brand is called Color Rose, but it has all these different rippling effects, creates a beautiful effect. There's just these 12 different colors. This is a Temu dupe of the judydoll contour palette. There is a highlight color. This color is actually pretty good for under eye, and this is my pretty much everyday contour palette. This one is one of my absolute favorite eyeshadow palettes. It's from Dasique. These are 4 of my kind of dasique products. This one is a concealer palette. These 2 salmon colors are for under eye circles. There's a kind of lilac-y blue and a green color for your redness. Next up are 2 of my different dasique blush. Really trying to explore cool tones and those winter and summer tones. This one has square pans and they're all super light and muted tones. This one's so good for winter, and if you guys have seen those blush maps that girlies on Douyin put, this is really perfect to follow a blush map with. This was, I think, called their Summer Soda collection, and I picked it mostly because of the blue shade here. It brightens and brings forward on your face. This Unleashia kind of 9 pan, and it's like the ROM, and they're both pure glitter palettes. It's a little bit more warm tone than the ROM and Colourpop Frosty the Snowman collab. This is what the color story looks like. It's just really cool, light, muted tones. I got these 2 little Colourpop jelly much shadows. It's like very bouncy and satisfying. The blue shade is really pretty as well. The Jaclyn Hill palette from way back in the day, and of course it got demolished by my birds. Like warm tones were so trendy. Every palette was warm toned, but now I realize maybe cool tones suit me a lot better. So these are 2 of the indie eyeshadow palettes that I have from the same brand called Simply Posh Cosmetics. This one is called Fairy Tale Fairies, and what I love about this palette is it has removable magnetic pans, so you can take out all the pans and rearrange them according to however you like. And then the newest one from Simply Posh is called the Snow Angel palette. I just love the really cool tones, the muted tones. The various shimmers are so freaking beautiful. So this is actually a palette that I use all the time. So these are all the ones from Too Cool from School. This one is what I meant when I was talking about like a white powder that a blue powder kind of approximates the same effect. Like I mostly put it on my nasal labial folds. It makes this part reflect light more and makes it visually like come forward and be less deep in your face. And this one is the highlighter. This is from my era that I thought coral and like very warm tone makeup was the only thing out there, and you can see I used it a lot. Finally, there is this contour palette. This one I have also hit pan. These are from Holika. They're jelly dough blushers. These 4 different colors. I think there's 7 colors total, the cream blush. And I love how it has an applicator inside of each individual blush. This is actually a really good style for on the go. And this is what the color looks like. Again, this one is called Plum Jelly. This one is called Rose Jelly. And this one is called Strawberry Jelly. And I love this bouncy texture of the jelly dough blush. And so this is the Plum Jelly color. It definitely has like a very violet look to it. Rose Jelly is very neutral. I think they call it like a dry rose petal rosy sort of color. And then the lilybyred really famous cream heart blush. It's basically their bright Dior blush pink color. This one is the fwee dual blusher, and it's also like a bouncy jelly texture. It's like kind of like a cream to powder texture. It's very like summer, winter, cool toned. The blush makes a huge difference to my face. I look so lively and kind of vibrant and awake. It's this purple blush, and the brand is, it says AZTK, and I just really wanted like a purple lavender blush. It's like a pink croissant. And then inside I have 3 different lippies currently. This one is another color of that lilybyred lippy. Really light and bright, sort of almost neon, really pale pink. And I'll use this peripera gloss, like glassy gloss tint. It has so much pigment to it, so it looks really, really good and gives your lips that really like jelly dewy vibe. And then this is my Dior lipstick. I have it in the shade Rose Mania for the Dior edit. Like, I bought a second Dior lip case for this lipstick, and the lipstick itself looks like this. Next is my cinnamon roll pouch that I got from Japan. This is the Dasique Juicy Dewy tint. This is also a more like kind of strawberry cherry sort of looking shade. And then finally, this little makeup pouch, Japanese kind of honey lip balm that is made from actual honey. It actually makes my lips like super shiny. From Canmake, the Japanese brand that I have. It comes with a powder puff. It's so pretty. It doesn't come with a ton of product. Let me know, did you like me dressing really extra for this video? What do you think of this wig? I've never really worn a wig before. As you can tell, I'm not the best at like installing them and keeping them on in the proper way, but thank you so much guys for joining me. I would love to see you subscribe